I cannot promise you that they will be perfect, but I promise you that I will give it my best shot. Hi there, gorgeous. Hope you're having a fabulous day. In today's video, I'm trying out some techniques I have never tried before. These specific ones are an eyeshadow tutorial and a lip tutorial from some viral TikTok videos. So I'll show you up close how they're done, and then we'll spend a little time and have some fun recreating them ourselves. The first TikTok video that I want to try out is this DIY smoky eye with black eyeshadow. So I'll show you the video first, and while I'm showing you that, I'll go ahead and put on eyeshadow primer. The palette that I'm going to be using to try and recreate the look that she's doing here today is the Wet n Wild My Glamour Squad. This is a dupe for the Anastasia Sultry palette, also FYI.
Hello, by popular demand, here's my eyeshadow makeup tutorial. We start by making a wing with black eyeshadow, just tacking it on. It's gonna look kind of messy, but don't worry about it, we'll clean it up later. And then on top of that, go in with a dark brown eyeshadow and pack that on, right on top of the black wing. It's gonna look like that. And then use a transition shade and smoke that out even further. Don't worry about it not being blended perfectly because we are going to fix it. I know it looks kind of weird, but wait, just wait. And you use the shimmers. We're going to use a dark brown shimmer first. It just blends it all effortlessly and no one can tell that you did a terrible job at all. And then use a lighter brown shimmer. And then finally a highlighter is what I use for the lightest shade. And this is not necessary, but this is my favorite eyeshadow from Urban Decay. It's Space Cowboy. It's such a pretty fine glitter, and it just brings everything together. Like, are you kidding? Look at that. So clean up the fallout with some makeup remover, and then clean it up with your cover-up of choice, and then a little under the eye, just black, brown, and the same transition shade. Just blend it up. Add some lashes, and you're done, baby.
So there you go. It looks pretty simple to do. It's not like anything I've ever done before, and that's why I wanted to try it out. So I'll start things off by applying a transition shade. I'm using, you know what? I need a new one. This is ridiculous. I really, really do. I don't think I have a backup. I don't think I have a backup. All right, well, we'll just have to take some out of here. This is Wet n Wild's Brulee. A lot of you know it's my go-to. Love it. Adding that on the brow bone to help with blending. So the black eyeshadow that I'm taking is from that My Glamour Squad palette. I'm using a sharp angled brush here. This is the MAC 263. We'll go ahead and do, I need to bring the mirror in a little bit closer here. We'll do a wing like she started out with and create that shape. That looked like she only had half of it filled in. Is that right? Is that what you saw too? I'm gonna go back and look.
All of that going with a dark.
Okay, yeah. She only did from the pupil out. So she didn't bring it all the way into the inner corner. So that's what I'm going to do also. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. Don't let the fear of failure stop you, because guess what? When you fail, you learn. And if you never fail, then you never learn. And then for the next part, I have to watch this video over again just to see what she's doing here.
Dark brown eyeshadow and pack that on, right on top of the black wing.
Okay, so she took a dark brown. This is very reminiscent of something I already kind of do when I do my winged eyeliner. I've not done this style that she's doing here, but I have done it similarly in the past where I do take black and brown, mix them together, and get a really nice effect on the eyes. So I'm taking this dark brown from the bottom of the palette, and I'll pack that over the top of the black. And you know what I might actually do too? I like to do this from time to time. I take a pencil brush. Okay, I take the Sigma E30 pencil brush, and I will use that brown to smoke out the edges of the black. And so that's what I'm going to do here also. Okay, it's getting thick. It's okay though.
Use a transition shade and smoke that out even further. Don't worry about it not being blended perfectly because we are going to fix it.
Okay, so she's taking a transition shade and she's kind of blending that up a little bit more. So I am going to take this, let's see, I think I want to use a mixture of this brown and this brown. I'm going to go in with my AOA Studio E128 brush to do that. And going over the edges, I'm going to smoke that. The great thing about this brush is that it's so soft. Okay, mine looks nothing like hers. That just doesn't even look close to hers. But you know what? You kind of have to give yourself grace if you try out other people's techniques and tutorials too, because not every one of us has the same eye shape. So keep that in mind too. It's something I have to remind myself of also when I'm trying other people's techniques. My eye shape is unique to me, and I know what works really well on me, and it's what I always stick with. But you know, sometimes you like to try new things. So try not to be too hard on yourself if you try something and you're like, oh, I really don't like that. At least you tried it. You gave it a shot. I mean, sometimes you can discover some really great things, and other times it's just not so great. I feel like this is turning into a mess, though. This is like...
Shimmers, we're going to use a dark brown shimmer first. It just blends it all effortlessly, and no one can tell that you did a terrible job at all.
Well, all right, she's using a dark brown shimmer, so I'm going to take this shimmer from the palette, and it looks like she just applied that all over the lid, kind of like, oh, I blend that little mistake there away. You know what? I'm going to use a fluffy brush so that I get a more smoky application. I don't want to pack this on. That's much better. This is the Sedona Lace EB15 brush, by the way. And I'm taking a very small amount of that brown shimmer, and I'm going to lightly apply it over the eye.
And this is not necessary, but this is my favorite eyeshadow from Urban Decay. It's Space Cowboy. It's such a pretty fine glitter, and it just brings everything together like...
Okay, so she just put a little bit of that Space Cowboy on the inner corners there. So I don't have Space Cowboy, but I do have Midnight Cowboy Rides Again, which is very similar to what that looked like. All right, this is Midnight Cowboy, so it's not Midnight Cowboy Rides Again, but you can see it's the very light shimmer, and this has like a pink tinge to it. She used it with her fingers, so I am going to do the same thing. That's the true color of it up close there, and I'll apply that on the inner corner. Ooh, too much. Too much. I'm going to blend a little bit more. I need a little bit more blending. For me, the black is just a little bit too harsh. Hers was a little softer where the two just kind of melted into one another. So I'm going to go back with more of the dark brown at the bottom of the palette here and my Sigma brush. And I'm going to use that to blend over the edges of the black and soften it some more. And especially when it comes to wings, don't be afraid to go outside the lines. I go outside the lines all the time. I'll show you how to correct it afterwards. She did a very similar thing with correcting the wing at the end, but definitely don't worry about it. We can fix it. Okay, you ready to fix it? I am. It's driving me crazy. Take a makeup remover wipe. Ta-da! Wrap that little sucker around your finger there, and then swipe up to sharpen your wing. I don't know, I'm just not liking it. I'm just not liking it. I'm going to attempt, we're just going to attempt, I mean, I can always wash this off, right? And we're just having fun here. So let's attempt to blend this a little bit more. I don't know. I think what's throwing me off is that it just looks, I don't know. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try it again off camera. I'll come back and see if I can do it a little bit better. Right now, it's just, it's too heavy for me. All right, so here's what I am doing a little bit differently this time. Instead of laying down the black first and then doing the brown over the top, I laid down the brown first and then I put a tiny amount of the black over the top and I blended it. And now I'm going to go in with that transition shade, which I think I'll use this one right here to blend the darker brown out a little bit more. And I use a different brush too. I'm using more of a flat angled brush here. Using that same transition shade, I'll switch to a more fluffy brush and blend towards the brow. I like that a lot better already. All right, and then I'm going to take some of that brown shimmer, a little bit of that, and again, use that to blend over Then I will take some of that Urban Decay eyeshadow on my finger again. Although you know what? My ring finger is way too big. I am going to use my pinky finger because my eyes are a little bit smaller. I don't know. This is just something I can't get accustomed to. Huh. Okay. That's a little bit better. It's so weird using my finger. It really is. So I'm not going to. I'm going to use a brush, but I'm going to use a lighter brush. I'll take the Sedona Lace EB15 brush here, and I will apply it that way instead. I don't want to pack this on. I want it to be a light application. Now that looks a lot better for my eye shape. The black to me was just too dark, and I don't know, it was too much the way that I initially applied it, but I like using browns like this a lot better. I feel like it's lighter looking on me and it's more complementary to my unique skin tone. But that's the thing. I mean, that's why I wanted to show you my mistake and my fail, is because I just want to show you that don't take something that you're seeing at face value. Change it. See if you can change the colors. See if you can change your direction a little bit. If you can change your application slightly. I didn't do my application exactly like she did the second time. I did it more around my eye shape particularly. And that's why I feel like I like this look a lot better than I did the first one. So that's what it looks like after completion. And I love this. I love this so much more than I thought that I would. It's really the black that threw it off for me in the beginning there. It was too much for too much, but this is gorgeous, and you can see it up close there. How pretty is that? And it's very light. It's a subtle smoky eye. I just love this. And if you're interested, by the way, in the lashes that I am wearing, this is a brand new style that we just posted today. They are going up on the website. They're called Positivity. So I'll have them linked for you below if you would like to get them for yourself. I love these, very appropriately named for right now. The next video that I want to show you is another one that is one of those viral TikTok videos. And this is how to create fuller... Sorry.
Let's do it.
I started it. Okay, this is how to create fuller looking lips with a very different technique, not one that I've ever seen done before, and I'm not really sure how it's going to look on me, but we'll try it out together. First, I'll show you the video like I did before so you can see the technique, and then we'll break it down step by step.
Do you want the appearance of lip filler without actually getting filler? Let's do it. First things first, with a cream contour, you're going to outline your lips. Yeah, underneath your foundation. Just like that. Now, you're not going to blend this, and you're going to go over it with a very light layer of foundation. Already they look so much bigger. Also, I really should have shaved with this. Now you're going to overline your lips. After you've done this, you're going to fill it in with a very similar lipstick color. Then with a lighter lipstick that complements the color, you're going to go only in the center. Now to put on your favorite translucent gloss. Mine is the Fenty Gloss Bomb. But not everywhere. We're doing it very strategically. Let me show you where. So you're going to put it on the lowest point of your lip, right down the bottom here, and then on the high points, just up the top. Also a little line in the center, then we're going to blend it. And to blend, just tap with your finger. As you can see, because of where we put the gloss, it looks like the whole lip is really glossy, full and juicy. But it's very strategic, and also the benefit with this one, it doesn't look stupid from the side. Try the...
So we'll start off with cream contour around the outer edge of the lips. And the one I'm using is an old one from Sonia, Kashuk. This is the one in Warm Tan. It's the Undetectable Cream Bronzer. You can't get it anymore, even though it is an amazing product. And they just went around the outer edges, it looked like. So we'll do that underneath the lip.
Just like that. Now you're not going to blend this, and you're going to go over it with a very light layer.
Okay, so it looks like just the bottom lip had the cream contour added. So we'll just do it there. And then there was a small amount of foundation added onto the lips. So I'm using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer here, and I'm going to take a very small amount. And then we will just dot that on over the top. All right, and then we'll see what's next here.
Layer foundation. Already they look so much bigger. Also, I really should have shaded this. Now you're gonna overline your lips. After you've done this,
Okay, overline the lips. We'll see how this goes. The liner that I'm using is an old one from Jordana. I don't even know if you can get this one anymore either. Tawny. I love this shade. It's the perfect nude blush. So we'll go around the lips in an attempt to overline. And then fill them in with a color that matches the lip liner. Oh, wow. All right, I'm using Flower Beauty's Autumn Rose, which is a great nude color for me.
a lighter lipstick that complements the color, you're gonna go only in the center.
Okay, I've done this many times in the past too, and that's always been my trick for fuller lipping. Fuller lipping. The shade that I am using is from Marc Jacobs. This is called Strange Magic. It is way too light for me on its own, but it's great as a highlighter. So I'm going to take some of that on my finger and I'm going to add it to the middle of the lips. And the last step is the gloss, I think.
Now to put on your favorite translucent gloss. Mine is the Fenty Gloss Bomb. But not everywhere. We're doing it very strategically. Let me show you where. So you're going to put it on the lowest point of your lip, right down the bottom here, and then on the high points, just up the top. Also a little line in the center, then we're going to blend it. And to blend, just tap with your finger. As you can see, because of where we put the gloss, it looks like the whole lip is really glossy, full and juicy. But it's very strategic, and also the benefit with this one, it doesn't look stupid from the side. Try it.
Okay, so the gloss that I used is actually the same one that she used in the video, and that is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I love this stuff, and I don't know which shade this is. Ice. Well, that's interesting. It definitely does make your lips look bigger. I am not personally a fan of the overlining because I don't feel like it complements me the best way possible. You can overline your lips, though. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying for me, it's just not my most favorite, but it is an interesting technique. And it does make my lips look a lot bigger. Not bigger, fuller. It does give you that fuller illusion. Out of the two videos that I tried here with you today, my most favorite would have to be the eyes. Even though it started out as a, ooh, what did I just do to myself? It ended up looking really beautiful. And this is absolutely a look that I will be recreating again and again and again. It's so soft. And it's perfect for every day. It's absolutely stunning. And I'm glad that the mistakes happened the way that they did so that you can see that not everything is for everybody. I mean, you just have to look at things and be a little bit more creative when it comes to making it work for your own unique eye shape or your face shape or your complexion, etc. Change the colors, change the application slightly, and you might get really great results. The lips, it's okay. I mean, it does look beautiful. It does make my lips look fuller. I think it's just too many steps for me. That's not to say that it won't work really well for somebody else who may want that. It's just, I'm of the mindset that I just want to slap it on and go. And so, yeah, while that's a little too involved for me, it is nice and it does look nice on the lips. But give these a shot for yourself. See what you think. Let me know your thoughts based off of today's video. And I hope that you enjoyed this. Thanks for being here, for spending this time with me. And I truly look forward to seeing you again next time. In today's video, we're trying out some mother. We're trying out some mother. In today's video, I get to talking, I know what I'm going to say, and then I get brain fart. TikTok videos. These are